This is Miss Tracy, and we're going to recite the Pledge of Allegiance. So take your right hand and put it on top of your heart. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Before we get our regular show started here this morning, couple noteworthy items to take care of this morning. We've already had officers fallen in January. And before we start our regular show, we're going to honor and show respect to some of those officers. Also, I just found out that my brother George Agressy, a military veteran in the Navy of over 30 years, passed away early this morning. Deepest sympathies go out to the family. Master Police Officer Joseph William Shinners. End of watch, Saturday, January 5th, 2019. Master Police Officer Joseph Shinners was shot and killed in Orem, Utah, while attempting to arrest a wanted fugitive at 10 p.m. Investigators had received information that the wanted subject was going to be in the area of a retail store at 50 West University Parkway in Orem. Members of the Provo Police Department, the Orem Police Department, located the subject in the parking lot and attempted to take him into custody. During the arrest, the man opened fire, fatally wounding Officer Shinners. Officer Shinners was transported to Utah Valley Hospital, where he succumbed to his wounds shortly before midnight. Officer Shinners had served with the Provo Police Department for 3 years and was posthumously promoted to the rank of Master Police Officer. He is survived by his wife and younger son. Police Officer Dale James Woods. End of watch, Monday, January 7th, 2019. Police Officer Dale Woods succumbed to his injuries sustained 3 days earlier while moving traffic control devices at the scene of a previous crash on Corallian Avenue near Henry Lee Lane. The initial crash involved a vehicle striking a utility pole during a period of rain, requiring the utility company to respond to make repairs. Officer Woods was moving a traffic cone as part of the road closure when a pickup truck struck him. He was transported to Cincinnati Medical Center, where he passed away. Officer Woods served with the Colleran Township Police Department for 15 years. He is survived by his 3 children. Police Officer Clayton Joel Townsend. Police Officer Clayton Townsend was struck and killed by a vehicle while conducting a traffic stop on northbound State Route 101, just south of McDowell Road in Scottsdale at 6 p.m. End of watch, Tuesday, January 8th, 2019. He was approaching the car he had stopped when another vehicle struck him and then struck the stopped vehicle. He was transported to a local hospital where he was pronounced dead. The driver who struck him admitted to texting and driving at the time of the crash. Officer Townsend had served with the Salt River Police Department for 5 years. He is survived by his wife and 10-month-old child. Police Officer Natalie Corona. End of watch, Thursday, January 10th, 2019. Police officer Natalie Corona was shot and killed after responding to a report of a three-car vehicle crash near the intersection of 5th and D Streets. As Officer Corona was conducting an investigation at the collision scene, a person not involved with the crash rode up to the scene on a bicycle. As Officer Corona spoke to one of the persons involved in the crash, the men walked up to her and opened fire without warning, striking her. He shot her several more times after she fell to the ground before shooting randomly at other bystanders and vehicles. The subject fled to a nearby home. As responding officers searched for him, he emerged from the home wearing body armor, yelled at the officers, then re-entered the home. He committed suicide moments later. Officer Corona was transported to UC Davis Medical Center, where she died from her wounds. Officer Corona started her career with the Davis Police Department in 2016 as a part-time volunteer community service officer. In 2018, she attended the police academy, graduating in July 2018. She completed her field training 3 weeks prior to the incident. She is survived by her parents. Her father had recently retired from the Colusa County Sheriff's Office. Trooper Christopher Lambert. End of watch, Saturday, January 12th, 2019. Trooper Christopher Lambert was struck and killed by a vehicle while investigating the scene of a prior crash on I-294 near Willow Road in Northbrook. He was en route home when he encountered the three-vehicle crash on the left shoulder and stopped to render aid. He was standing outside of his vehicle when he was struck by another vehicle that failed to slow down or move over. A nurse who was at the scene performed CPR until rescue personnel arrived. He was transported to Glenbrook Hospital, where he was pronounced dead a short time later. Trooper Lambert was a U.S. Army veteran and had served with the Illinois State Police for 5 years. He is survived by his wife, 1-year-old daughter, and parents. Sergeant Latasha Carter. End of watch, Sunday, January 13, 2019. Sergeant Carter was shot and killed as he and another officer attempted to arrest two men who were breaking into vehicles at a bar in the 900 block of 5th Avenue North just before 2 a.m. They were in the area on a special detail as a result of a recent rash of vehicle break-ins. A plainclothes officer spotted two subjects pulling on door handles of various cars and notified Sergeant Carter, who was in uniform and responded to the parking lot. The officer and Sergeant Carter stopped the two subjects and began to pat them down for weapons. One of the men suddenly produced a handgun and shot officers, fatally wounding Sergeant Carter and critically wounding the plainclothes officer. One of the subjects was wounded by return gunfire before both men were taken into custody. Sergeant Carter was a U.S. Air Force veteran. He had served with the Birmingham Police Department for 8 years and previously served with the Shelby County Sheriff's Office. He had served with the Fairfield Police Department for an additional 9 years. He is survived by his wife and children. To these, we offer our deepest sympathies, along with out to my Navy veteran of over 30 years, Brother George. Please join me in sending out our sympathies to all these families involved. We'll start our regular show here in a moment. Hey, good morning, everybody.
Cody, are you ready? Are you ready? What? What? Are you ready? Well, let's go.
Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Dave C. This is Indiana Radio 267/Brownsburg, live to you from Brownsburg, Indiana. Good Monday morning to everyone out there on this chilly Monday morning. Hope you got through the snow all right. Be careful out there. Some of the roads are still slick, so put down the cell phone. Don't be texting. Pay attention to the roads. Check your vehicle before you leave, not after something happens. That Brownsburg, Indiana weather, there is a special weather statement coming up under mostly clear skies. We've dropped down a few degrees. We're now down to 15, going up to 30. Feels like 15 out right now. The winds are out of the north-northwest at 5, so those winds are staying a little bit down, so that's helping it not to be that cold. Humidity, 96%. That sunrise is at 8:06, and that sunsets at 5:44. Clouds giving way to some sunshine today. Tonight, dropping down to 19. Sneaking up to 34 on Tuesday under partly cloudy skies. And that sun's just going to be peeking out on Wednesday with a high of 35. That special weather statement for Brownsburg and surrounding areas. Slick spots on untreated roads and walkways Monday morning. The temperature will fall. Any untreated roads and walkways will become very slick. Driving, use extreme caution as you may encounter these unseen spots on the road. Be very careful on overpasses and ramps. That weather statement is also in effect if you're traveling to Plainfield, Indiana this morning, where it's partly cloudy, 16 degrees, going up to just 31 today. Feels like 15 out right now. Those winds are in the north-northwest at 5. Humidity is 93%. That sunrise is at 8:05 and sets at 5:45. Clouds giving way in Plainfield. You're going to see some sunshine today. Tonight dropping down to 20. Tuesday, cloudy, high of 34. And Wednesday, high of 36 with clouds. That next storm front will be moving in later in the week. Want to wish everybody a great, good Monday morning. I am Dave C., and this is Indiana Radio 267 Brownsburg. We are the new kid in town on internet radio. We broadcast live from the greatest small town in America, but the town with the biggest heart. We want to welcome you this morning. We support local business on this station every single day. We offer completely free advertising for local and small businesses. Also PSAs. Gets your message out live. You know why? Because live gets it done. If you're looking for a product or service, hopefully you'll find it here. We're here every Monday through Friday morning, featuring daily and weekly segments. So stick with us. Stick around for the next hour or so. Remember, always saluting our first responders, armed force people, and our veterans. We broadcast on over 40 venues now and continue to grow every day. Give us a call at 317-416-1954 for more information. Catch our show on Indiana Radio 267/Brownsburg on YouTube, Indiana Radio 267/Brownsburg on Facebook, and as always, on Brownsburg Free Advertising Chatter. Don't miss that Animal Rescue and Craft Fair Sunday, February 10th, 10 to 6, the Hendricks County Fairgrounds in Danville, Indiana. $10 microchipping, 10 a.m. to 1. There'll be face painting. Animal rescue folks will be there. This is free admission. There'll be over 40 local unique crafters to help you find that perfect gift. Also, find that new best friend, whether it's a dog, cat, come and shop and adopt. Please attend on that day. That is February 10th, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the Hendricks County Fairgrounds. Cords of Love support continues to be that arm, that leg, that hand that reaches out in Brownsburg and Hendricks County, helping others with cancer, chronic and terminal illness, and seniors with low income in our community. Please reach out and touch today. Do what you can. Rent, food, clothing, medical supplies. Just remember, 100% of donations are used for the patients. To help address pet overpopulation, Misty Eyes Animal Center, 616 South Dan Jones Road in Avon, is currently in the process of starting up a new outreach initiative called the Impact Program. Volunteers will be taking a fun and engaging approach for targeting youth and families, traveling to areas where they are most needed to provide education and responsible pet ownership. Misty Eyes will not only concentrate on pet overpopulation and the importance to spay or neuter, but will also tackle some other subjects, including chained and outdoor dogs, medical care, and careers in animal-related fields that children may want to pursue. Volunteers will also be working to fulfill the Misty Eyes mission statement of using pets and people to teach kindness toward all living things. Misty Eyes will provide all training and supplies and only ask that volunteers will commit 4 hours a month to the program and attend meetings on the first Wednesday of every other month. For more information, visit www.mistyeyes.org/impact-program or email renee@mistyeyes.org. I want to tell you that's coming up this week on Wednesday, 6 to 8 p.m. at the Misty Eyes facility. So if you're interested in being a part of that impact program, contact Renee at mistyeyes.org. Turkey Run State Park is having a weekend for the birds. On January 25th to the 27th, the park is hosting a weekend where visitors can learn all about different types of birds, including raptors, songbirds, and others. There'll be live birds of prey programs, multiple eagle viewing tours, owl prowl night hikes, and songbird banding led by a researcher. A silent live auction will be held by the Friends of Turkey Run in Shade State Park during the weekend. Overnight lodging is available at Turkey Run Inn. Contact the reservation center by calling 1-877-LODGES or visiting their website. Installing a garage door without the proper training, experience, or equipment can lead to serious injury or costly repairs. Many people choose do-it-yourself garage door installation because they think it's a good way to save money. After all, you just have to Google directions on how to install a garage door, right? Absolutely dead on the spot wrong. In fact, installing a garage door without professional help can lead to costly repairs and, even worse, serious injury. So why should you call a professional? Because Shane Glenn is waiting for your call at 765-609-1248. Your low-cost, professional local garage door company for all services installing or repairing. That's Shane Glenn at 765-609-1248. we're happy to announce that in the last 24 hours, 3 members have joined up with Brownsburg Free Advertising Chatter as they continue to grow. Brownsburg Free Advertising Chatter is the place to go to get your business message out for free. Take a look what you're paying for advertising today. Take a look what kind of return you're getting. Doesn't it make a whole lot of sense to advertise on Brownsburg Free Advertising Chatter? Get on board today. No strings attached. You get your message out. The great part is we eliminate the chatter, clatter, crap. If someone has an issue with you, they take it up with you. No disrespecting. Looking for a product or service? Then go to Brownsburg Free Advertising Chatter on Facebook. For business people and shoppers, it is a win-win. And as always, shop local every single day. An evening of variety music will be presented as the first show of 2019 for the Keys, Strings, and Other Things live music series. The show will be at the Unitarian Universalist Community Church in Danville at 7 p.m. January 26th. It will feature a wide variety of musical styles, including some original tunes. At the show will be No Criminal Record, consisting of Bill Campbell on guitar, Sam Carman on guitar and mandolin, and Richard Hedevan on bass. Special admission prices for the show are $10 for adults, $5 for ages 16 and under at the door. The church is located at 95 North Jefferson Street, Danville, 1 block north of the courthouse. In the event of bad weather, call 317-892-4239 to check for cancellations. They're ready to serve you. They're ready to take care of that special cake, put that special design on it for that special day. They want to design the perfect cake for your special day. Call today for a free cake tasting consultation. It's Brenda's Cakes and Catering, 6313 Rockville Road, Indianapolis, Indiana, 317-244-1241, brendascakes.com for that special cake on that special day. State Senator John Ford, Republican from Terre Haute, said this last week he plans to file legislation to allow sports gambling in Indiana. The measure would permit such wagering on riverboats and at casinos, racinos, and satellite facilities. Legalizing sports betting in Indiana would expand our revenue resources and increase recreational opportunities for Hoosier. Both in-person and mobile sports gambling are predicted to provide Indiana with hundreds of new jobs, as well as an additional $150 million in annual state tax revenue over the next 5 years. Last fall, an interim study committee on public policy recommended the General Assembly consider such legislation. Ford's bill would allow betting on all major sports, including at the college level, but not on youth sports. Wagering can be done in person or through a secure mobile device. At this time, only 7 other states allow sports gambling, Ford said. They've had great success, and I believe Indiana could benefit from it as well. Prospects for passage are pretty good, he said. There's been a lot of talk about this for a couple of years. What will help us see the numbers and research on the gray market on how much sports betting really is going on. The American Gaming Association estimates Indiana sees $300 million annually in illegal sports wagering currently. On another gambling issue, Ford said prospects are also good for efforts to bring a casino to the Wabash Valley. We're a long way from knowing, but I think Terre Haute is well positioned, but I know there are other communities that would also have the opportunity to have a casino. So stay tuned for more information on that coming up, I'm sure, as the weeks pass by. Coming up on Sunday the 20th, it's that indoor triathlon, 8 to noon, Hendricks Regional Health YMCA, 301 Satori Parkway in Avon, swim, bike, and run competition. This event will have 4 start times, 8 a.m., 8:30, 9 a.m., and 9:30. They are first come, first serve, and ages 11 years old and up are welcome. The stations will be as follows: 10-minute swim, 30-minute bike, 20-minute run. The goal at each is to complete as much distance as possible. Just remember, you're guaranteed a shirt if you register by today. On Sunday the 27th, the Hendricks Symphony presents Chamber Music 12, 3 p.m., Bartlett Chapel, United Methodist Church, 4396 Main Street in Avon. Musicians from the Hendricks Symphony Orchestra and Choir, under the direction of Benjamin G. Del Vecchio, present a chamber concert featuring classical music performed and chosen by instrumental and vocal ensembles from the symphony. You'll hear music from the old masters and some of the newer ones too. The concert is free. For more information, mail inquiries to hendrickssymphony@gmail.com. Warren CO Construction and Paving wants you to come and visit them at the Indianapolis Home Show, January 18th to 27th in booth 451. Call 317-832-2093 for free estimates.
After getting the job, losing the job, going on an apology tour to get the job back, and ultimately turning the job down, well, looks like Kevin Hart can still bring in the box office dollars.
When feed your soul, listen to its truth. Think about what you're trying to do to me. It's amazing, huh? Sounds just like, man, it's uncanny.
Finally, kicking Aquaman off his iron box office throne is Kevin Hart's The Upside, bringing in an estimated $19.5 million in its first week out. That's about $10 million better than analysts expected.
About 311. Yeah, but you know, bro, what you gonna do straight?
Now, amongst Kevin Hart's past box office debuts, $20 million is middle of the road. Movies like Ride Along or even Night School have fared better opening weekend. But for an adult dramedy, and considering the week Kevin Hart's had, this is a particularly impressive opening and a confirmation of Hart's box office appeal.
I am the one who knocks.
For Brian Walter White Cranston, however, this is far and away his best silver screen debut in a starring role.
Christmas morning, you didn't call you son, I'm gonna call you dad. Don't think that's gonna happen. I think it's gonna, Dad. Don't, what? Stop it. All right, Dad.
The next closest film is Why Him, which had an $11 million debut, followed by The Infiltrator, which only brought in $5 million in its opening weekend. While The Upside as a whole has been panned by some critics, several others have acknowledged a charming chemistry between the film's two leading men. And considering this is Hart's first venture into serious acting, this is about as good a result as the comedian could have hoped for. Falling to number 2 this week after spending 3 weeks at the top of the box office is Aquaman, bringing in an estimated $17 million in its 4th week out. Globally, Aquaman passed 2 more box office milestones this weekend, becoming the first DC Extended Universe film to bring in $1 billion.
I so serious.
And finally, surpassing The Dark Knight in worldwide ticket sales. That makes Aquaman the second highest grossing DC film of all time. And last but not least,
one thing I know about the world, it's not the little things that matter. It's the tiny things.
taking the number 3 spot is A Dog's Way Home, bringing in an estimated $11 million in its first week out. That's on par with 2017's A Dog's Purpose, which managed an $18 million debut.
Okay, guys, you're going home.
Home. Home. And inexplicably, it's a better box office debut than 1993's Homeward Bound, which I think we can all agree is a much better film in every single way. Sincerely, a 90s kid. As the next week, M. Night Shyamalan's improbable redemption story comes to its much anticipated conclusion.
I specialize in those individuals who believe they are superheroes.
3 weeks before the Super Bowl and the biggest game of the year is announcing its halftime musical lineup. The NFL making it official today. Maroon 5 will be the headline act for Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta, and joining the band for the halftime show will be rappers Big Boy and Travis Scott. The announcements come after many acts and artists turned down a chance to perform at the Super Bowl in support of former NFL quarterback Colin Kaepernick and other players who have taken a knee during the national anthem to protest racial injustice.
He came up once and grabbed me by my arm and
This is AP News Minute. Congress returns to the Capitol on Monday with no clear end to the partial government shutdown in sight. South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham encouraged President Trump to reopen the government while continuing negotiations with Democrats. U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo visited Saudi Arabia on Monday. Big topics included Iran, Syria, Yemen, and the killing of journalist Jamal Khashoggi. A shooting wounded 2 people outside a popular mall in Utah on Sunday. Hundreds of people took shelter until police could evacuate the building. Up to 3 suspects were at large. Tens of thousands of Los Angeles school teachers are set to go on strike on Monday. The school district has hired hundreds of substitutes and plans to keep schools open. Rita Foley, The Associated Press, with AP News Minute.
The Washington Post reported Saturday that President Donald Trump has gone to extraordinary lengths to keep the details of his conversation with Russian President Vladimir Putin private. Citing current and former U.S. officials, the Post reports President Trump has a pattern of hiding those conversations from government officials, and that he has at least once taken his interpreter's notes and told them not to discuss a conversation with administration officials. These actions have reportedly led to a lack of details about 5 of the president's face-to-face communications with Putin over the last 2 years. The chairman of the House Foreign Affairs Committee, Eliot Engel, said in a tweet after the report was released, "Every time Trump meets with Putin, the country is told nothing. America deserves the truth, and the Foreign Affairs Committee will seek to get to the bottom of it." The Post story was released shortly after the New York Times reported that in 2017, the FBI launched an investigation into whether or not the president was acting on Russia's behalf. President Trump responded to the Post report during an interview with Fox News saying, "I'm not keeping anything under wraps. I couldn't care less. I mean, it's so ridiculous that these people make it up." A massive winter storm has killed 7 people across the Midwest and left thousands without power. At least 1 person was killed in Illinois, according to state police. USA Today reports 2 people died in Kansas. Missouri reportedly got the worst of the storm, with some areas getting up to 18 inches of snow. The Missouri State Highway Patrol says at least 4 people were killed in the state and dozens others injured. Hundreds of drivers were stranded on snow-covered roads. More than 120 flights at Lambert International Airport in St. Louis were canceled. In Kentucky, a Delta plane slid off a snow-covered runway at Cincinnati Northern Kentucky International Airport on Sunday. No injuries were reported. The storm has started making its way toward the northeast. Snow has covered the front lawn of the White House in Washington, D.C., where as much as 10 inches of snow is expected by late Sunday.
It's Urban Tales Professional Grooming. Start off 2019 right for your pet with a proper grooming schedule. Loyalty discounts for pre-booked grooms, including a punch card. After 10 grooms, your 11th is free. It's the Urban Tales Professional Grooming. Top of the line shampoos and grooming products. Tropical Fleet product safe. All appointments are booked one at a time. Groomed start to finish and picked up. Safe, quiet, low stress environment, great for nervous and elderly pets. 30 years in the animal industry, 22 years as a vet technician, 13 years showing, training, grooming, breeding AKC dogs. Referral discount program. Previously groomed cats welcome. Exotic animal wing, beak, and nail trims. Thumbtack, pro status, 5-star reviews, local veterinarian recommended. Conveniently located on State Route 39 in Danville. Hours are 7 days a week. Please call 371-317-213-1524 to schedule your appointment or message via the Urban Tales Facebook page. On February 9th, the Wayne Township Education Foundation and Metropolitan School District of Wayne Township will bring action to the Ben Davis 9th Grade Center with the Wayne Winter Games and Giant Health Fair. This power-packed day of fitness activities, a health fair, and wellness demonstrations relating to fun, movement, and health will feature both a competitive event for adults and fitness fun stations for kids. Prizes will be awarded throughout the day. Register by February 5th for the team competition. This event is sponsored by IU Health, LHD Benefit Advisors, ONI Risk Solutions Church, and so many more. Do you have cleaning needs? Well, today's the day you make the call to Lisa at 317-999-5764. Ask for Lisa and talk with her about all of your cleaning needs. It's not too late. Christmas tree recycling. That's right. If you still got that tree hanging around, it's time to recycle it. Natural, undecorated Christmas trees will be accepted at no charge for recycling. No trees with tinsel or artificial snow can be accepted. The Brownsburg Yard Waste Recycling Center, 90 Mardale Drive, available 24 hours. That's until January 21st. The Plainfield Yard Waste Recycling Center at 7020 South County Road, 875 East, till January 21st. In Avon, at the Town Hall Park, this is for Avon residents only, 6570 US Highway 36, until today, January 14th. So if you still got that tree hanging around, laying around, get out, get it recycled. With the weather we've been having this last weekend, how's your chimney doing? Well, give Sky Chimney a call. Serving Indianapolis and the surrounding areas, CSIA certified and insured. Call today, 317-450-2544. Get your chimney checked out. Call our certified experts for your chimney inspection and sweeping. On our Hendricks County Planner on this January 14th, Monday, the Board of Zoning Appeals meets at 7 p.m. And on January 16th in Brownsburg, it's the Economic Development Committee at 5 p.m. Meetings are held at Brownsburg Town Hall, 61 North Green Street. For more information, call 317-852-1120. And in Danville, on the 14th, today, the Plan Commission meets at 7 p.m. And on January 15th, it's the Board of Zoning Appeals meeting at 7 p.m. All meetings are held at Danville Town Hall, 49 North Wayne Street. For more information on that, call 317-745-4180. Now enrolling, Build Skills, Build Confidence. It's the Mathnasium, the Math Learning Center. Catch up, keep up, and get ahead. 317-754-MATH, 317-754-6284, 315 West Northfield Drive in beautiful Brownsburg, Indiana. And that travel weather forecast update for you right now from Thorntown, Indiana. There is a special weather statement, mostly clear skies, 10 degrees right now, going up to 28. The winds are out of the west, basically calm at 2 miles per hour. Humidity is 100%. At sunrise is at 8:07 and sets at 5:44. Clouds breaking for sun later in the day. Tonight dropping down to 20. Tuesday high of 33 with clouds and sunshine, and more clouds than sunshine on Wednesday with a high of 34. That weather advisory, watch out for slick spots on the road. There could be black ice on the road that you don't readily see. So drive carefully when you're out there this morning. If you're traveling up Interstate 71 to Cleveland, Ohio, you have cloudy skies, currently 21 degrees, going up to 33. Feels like 19 out right now. The winds are out of the north at 7. Humidity 76%. At sunrise is at 7:52 and sets at 5:22. Clouds and sun breaking in and out today. Tonight, low down to 21. Snow showers on Tuesday with a high of 31. And snow on Wednesday with a high of 36. So it looks like winter has arrived and settled in Cleveland, Ohio. It's Hoosier Home Furnishings for all of your home furnishing needs. 1005 East Main Street in Plainfield, Indiana, 317-778-4128.
Yellow Vest protests in France continued for the 9th straight weekend on Saturday, with a slight resurgence in turnout as well as violence. As many as 84,000 turned out for the protests nationwide on Saturday, an increase from the estimated 50,000 the week before.
On this day, on January 14th, in 2010, Yemen declares war on Al-Qaeda terrorist group. In 1980, the United Nations votes 104-18 to deplore the Soviet aggression in Afghanistan. In 1969, a blast on the U.S. carrier Enterprise in the Pacific results in 24 dead and 85 injured. In 1943, Franklin Roosevelt, Winston Churchill, and Charles de Gaulle meet at Casablanca to discuss the direction of the war. In 1942, President Franklin D. Roosevelt orders all aliens in the U.S. to register with the government. And that's your history on this day, January 14th. It's First Light Home Care, specializing in travel companions and short-term agreements. 317-586-2273. 1647 East Main Street, Suite E in Plainfield, Indiana. Are you sitting around? Are you having that first, second, third cup of coffee this morning? Well, if you are, and you're thinking about some breakfast this morning, how about a Hotcakes Emporium restaurant in Avon? 5201 East US Highway 36 in Prestwick. 317-745-6282. Monday through Sundays, serving 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. That's the Hotcakes Emporium. Some of the best tasting food for breakfast you're going to find. Daily specials, best quality breakfast in town, wraps, salads, sandwiches, croissants, melts, Manhattans. So get on it. Get over to the Hotcakes Emporium. They're open now. Have you had that great donut this morning? Well, if you want to get your week started off right, it's Hilligoss Bakery in Brownsburg, Indiana. 804 East Main Street, next to the Speedway gas station. 317-852-7451. Serving the freshest donuts, Danish, and cookies in town. Open 7 days a week. Baked fresh every single day. Don't forget that legislative breakfast coming up January 28, 2019. This is the largest publicly attended legislative event in the state. So get ready for that. Complimentary breakfast served at 7 a.m. It's at the Hendricks County 4-H Fairgrounds Conference Complex. Contact the Hendricks County Farm Bureau at jana.bolin@infarmbureau.com or call 317-745-4463. They say it's your birthday. Well, it's somebody's birthday too on this wonderful Monday morning on January 14th. If you were born on this day, your passions and enthusiasm run high in the period ahead, and you'll find it natural to channel this extra energy constructively. This is an excellent year for enterprising endeavors and new interests, but equally as potent for relationships and creativity. You're drawn instinctively to certain projects that have long-term value. It can be an especially creative, tuned-in year for self-expression, not only verbally, but through hobbies, games, or sports. So sounds like a really exciting year coming up. You are success-oriented and generally good with money. Your character is strong and you're especially noticeable. You are aware that you can't please everyone, and this is something you accept. Sharing a birthday with you today on this great day are Faye Dunaway, Emily Watson, LL Cool J, Andy Rooney, and Jason Bateman. So a great big wish to everyone celebrating today on this January 14th. Happy birthday to you all. Do you know about Dogtona? Do you know it's time to get your dog's play on? Saturday, January 19th. It's coming up, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. It's the 17th annual Dogtona at the Hendricks Power Exposition Hall, Hendricks County Fairgrounds, 1900 East Main Street in Danville. It's only $5 per dog, and people are free. Lots of games for dogs to play, lots of informational booths, rescue groups, and here's the great part, with adoptable dogs. So find your new best friend right there on the 19th at Dogtona. You can get out there, you can do it, you can make that great new best friend. It's MLC Home Improvements, remodeling, complete home improvements, 765-336-2592. MLC Home Improvements for you. And in that regional weather this morning, if your travels are to Shelbyville, Indiana, right now you have clear skies, 22 degrees, going up to 30. Feels like it's 17 out right now. The winds are out of the north, kicking a little bit at 6 miles per hour. Humidity 77%. That sun rises at 8:02 and sets at 5:43. Clouds giving way to sun. Tonight, low down to 19. Tuesday, clouds and sunshine, high at 34. And a little bit more clouds than sunshine on Wednesday with a high of 37. Is Whiteland, Indiana your destination? Well, if it is, you have partly cloud. Oh, excuse me. You have partly cloudy skies, 23 degrees currently, going up to 31. Feels like 21 out. The winds are out of the northwest at 5. Humidity 76%. At sunrise at 8:04 and sunset at 5:44. More clouds than sunshine today in Whiteland. Tonight, low down to 19. Tuesday, sunny with some clouds, high at 34. And that sun's just going to peek out on Wednesday, hidden behind clouds with a high of 37. In our Brownsburg community calendar this week, coming up today, it's the Brownsburg School Board meeting at the administrative office at 6:30. On the 15th, it's girls varsity basketball versus Pike, 6 p.m. On the 16th, it's school student early release. Don't forget, on the 16th, the Brownsburg Kiwanis Club meeting every Wednesday at IHOP at 6:45. The Brownsburg Chamber monthly luncheon at 470 East Northfield Drive at 11 a.m. On the 17th, it's the Brownsburg Rotary Club every Thursday at Dawson's 2 at noon. On the 18th, coming up, girls varsity basketball at Westfield 6 p.m. Boys varsity basketball at Westfield 7:30. So that's your up and coming calendar in Brownsburg, Indiana. At the direction of President Donald J. Trump, U.S. Secretary of Agriculture Sonny Perdue this week announced a plan to ensure that low-income families have access to the nutrition they need despite the temporary government shutdown. Perdue said payments would go out despite the inability of Congress to pass an appropriations bill that safely secures our borders. The plan provides full benefits for participants in the USDA's Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP, for the month of February. When the USDA's funding expired on December 21st, 2018, SNAP benefits for January were fully funded. States have already received that money and have been distributed to participants. Since the lapse in appropriations, the USDA has been reviewing options available to the department for funding February benefits without an additional appropriation from Congress. At President Trump's direction, we have been working with the administration on this solution. It works and it's legally sound, but we want to assure states and SNAP recipients that the benefits for February will be provided, Perdue said. We want to thank you for joining us this morning in our Monday extravaganza. We hope information we give you is helpful to you. We hope you keep you entertained with some fun. Above all, just remember, always, always honor and respect our first responders, our service people, and our veterans, especially the families of those we mentioned at the beginning of today's show. We want to wish you all the best on this Monday. Just remember, I'm not afraid of tomorrow, for I've seen yesterday and I love today. My deepest sympathies out to my extended family of George Agressy, who has passed away early this morning. George was a veteran of our military service of over 30 years. So we are sad and we mourn his passing this morning. This is Dave C. We're going to go ahead and get out of here this morning. And we hope you have the greatest of days. We will catch you tomorrow. That's all for now. See you all later. And remember, local business matters every single day.